Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Mr. Cameraman, and today we are going to be continuing our fan film tier list. So I'm going to keep this up here for a second so you guys can see what we did in the last episode yesterday. Today we're going to be finishing up with all these fan films up to here, so more than half of it. I have a lot to say about some of these, a little to say about others. I literally just finished the last one. I took a few seconds of break, and now it's in this one. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. Spider-Man Legacy. Man, in my opinion, this fan film was good. But it wasn't long enough, and it felt like episode 1 of something. And I think you can't leave it on a cliffhanger if you're A, not promising something else, or B, not having anything prior to the cliffhanger. It can't be an episode building up to a cliffhanger, because that's not good enough when the episode isn't good enough to... The episode has to be strong enough to do that, and it's not. Wolverine fan film. It's good while it lasted. I enjoyed watching it, but it's another one of those fight scene fan films. For me personally, I like fan films that have good fight scenes, but I don't like a fan film that only has a fight scene. I like seeing story, and I like a fan film with a good story and good action. But frankly, there are very few fan films that have that, and I think the ones that do are up here. And I think they balance. I think the only reason most of these fan films aren't up here is because they don't balance story and action very well. I think the only one that could be up here is Then No More. And I'm debating moving it up. But I don't know if it's up here yet. Cad Bane. I think it's a good time. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it though. I enjoyed it while it lasted, but I just didn't think it was great. It was another one of the Star Wars fan films without heart. So is Last Padawan. Last Padawan was good. I just didn't think it was incredible. I thought it was very good. I thought it had story. Actually, no, Last Padawan I didn't love. Last Padawan 2 I enjoyed. Last Padawan 2 deserves to be up here. I don't think either one goes up here, personally, because I haven't seen an incredible Star Wars fan film yet. I've seen Star Wars fan films that have great action, that have great editing, and that have great sets and costume design. But I have not seen a Star Wars fan film with a great story ever, I don't think. There could be one I'm forgetting on this list. But I personally have not seen a Star Wars fan film. Most Star Wars fan films are fan films that want to show a lightsaber fight and just have a decent story up to it. Or, because a lot of Star Wars is depressing, like, they're not good enough to carry the depressing plot, in my opinion. But, yeah. Panopticon, mid, I feel. This one was a little too depressing for me, personally. Like, I like it, but it doesn't have the fight scenes. Like, it needs to have a balance if it's going for depressing, and it just doesn't. Sisters of House Black, on the other hand, is the best fan film of all time. This fan film is incredibly good. Let's see, what else do we have? Let's move Nightwing Rebirth a little down. I want to get through these Menacing Studios ones. We already did Twin Flames. We already did Amazing Fantasy. We already did Spider-Man Legacy. Oh, so I messed up. There's a few fan films here that we've already done. We've already done we haven't done these. There's 2 of these. Okay. Yeah, I messed up a little. As I was saying, Sisters of House Black is incredible. It really is one of the best fan films of all time. I think the actresses first in it are so good. All 3 embody their characters so well. The visuals in it are incredible. I think it is very difficult to pull off a good Harry Potter fan film with good editing. And this fan film does it very well. And it also tells a story with heart. I think Harry Potter fan films, when done well, are done very well. Because it has rich history. And it has the stories to go off of. I think all the actors in it. This fan film is the first fan film I've ever seen. And this isn't even a nostalgia factor for me. Like, I forgot about this thing until I rewatched it. I was like, oh my god, I remember this thing. This was so good. The music in it is good. I think everyone in it, you can feel their heart in these characters. And I think the fact that when you're watching this fan film, you aren't seeing actors or seeing these characters makes it so good. I think the editing in is incredible. I think the acting, I think the story also, I think the way the story is presented is so good. I love the final battle. I love every scene. I love the final shots. I think all the locations are good. I think the lighting is also so good in this. This deserves to be up here. Now we're on to the Menacing Studios. Hobgoblin's Revenge has to go here. I don't see where else it could go. It was fine. It was fun. But I think even he knows that this was not one of his best works. It was good, but it wasn't great. Beyond Negative, good time. I don't think it's I don't think it's close to perfection. I think Bounty. I'm very excited to see Spider-Man Bounty. It should come out in like 2 weeks. If I delayed this video though, Spider-Man Bounty could be one of the best fan films of all time. But I don't think that this is on that level, and I don't think it goes anywhere above these. Ant-Man in the Beginning. This is an interesting one for me. I think I have to put it at mid, simply because they did Taskmaster so dirty, and for someone who loves Taskmaster so much, I can't willingly put this one as good as Hobgoblin. This fan film, I don't remember even enjoying it much. I enjoyed parts of it, and I think the actors are having fun, and I like that, but for when I watch this thing, I don't think of it as part of Menacing Studios, because Joel Harris, who is basically Menacing Studios, is, I don't think, involved in this fan film at all except for his cameo. So, like, as much as I want to put it higher, and as much as I try to trick myself into thinking I like this thing, this is not as good as these. So I can't put it up here. Daredevil the First Defender is a good time. I think that when I finished watching it, which was around Fan Film Award season, I think I probably could have put it at close to perfection, but it has its flaws. It feels rushed, not in its plot. I think it feels rushed in the way it feels like it got pushed out. Like they were like, let's get this out, let's get this out, let's get this out. Like they didn't really want this fan film to be edited. So the opening credits are weird. There aren't any closing credits. And I think the music is sometimes oddly placed. I think there's some weird cuts. And I don't think there's some scenes that do drag a little, which is why I think it goes here, but there are so many good parts. I think this fan film is one of my favorite final battles of any fan film I've ever seen. Speaking of final battles, it's up here. It's up here. But we're not. A Cold Day in Hell. I have to put it at mid simply because the editing is so bad. Like, the editing, I've never seen a fan film with such, like, the editing isn't necessarily bad, but it is, and I think it's also too ambitious. Like, the editing isn't even that bad for what it is what it has to do. But they're also having to edit in Loki, they're having to edit in MJ, like, they're putting characters into film that they don't have. Because they don't, like, that, in my opinion, that was not great for me, in my opinion. I think that took me out of the fan film, and it's 1 hour, and it felt like a cameo fest, and the PS2 graphics, I didn't love it. I personally didn't love it, but I'm so excited for Ben Reilly. Kylo Ren vs. Darth Vader. Good time. This is enough. I feel like all the Star Wars fan films do not have plot. They all are lightsaber fight, lightsaber fight, lightsaber fight. And maybe I'll throw a story in. I think the best Star Wars fan film I've ever seen is Last Battle 1 2. But even that, I don't think goes up here. I don't think it goes up here, personally. I think it's very good. I think it has good parts of it. But it holds up for Star Wars. But the stoicness of it, I don't think it works for Star Wars itself. But there's also good parts of that. For a 51-minute fan film, it's not interesting enough to watch for me I think people can enjoy it, but 51 minutes of kind of just stoicness, not much life, isn't good enough for me. Superman Solar is a bad fan film. This is basically propaganda for politics. I've been debating making a video talking about fan film politics. I haven't done that. I don't know if I've done that yet. I haven't done it yet. I don't know if it's happened at the time this video goes out. I know I have a video going out on late July when I talk about exposing the dark side of fan films. So, unless that got canceled. But this fan film, it wouldn't be bad, because there's actually some very interesting editing and stuff. But I think the political ideas overshadow some parts of this fan film so much that I can't put it any higher. Spider-Man Lotus. People want me to put this in bad. Many people have said it's bad. In my opinion, it's mid. And I say this personally because I think most people that have reviewed Spider-Man Lotus have not seen enough fan films to give it a fair score. I think it's bad, and I think there are bad parts to it, and it's 2 hours. It's too long. And I think it's bad, but there are parts of this film that are so good. I think the costume designs in it are incredible. I think all the swinging scenes are incredible. I think some of the parts with the child are incredible. I don't think all of it's good. I think a lot of it is, though. I think the actors are pretty good in it overall. And even though there is the controversy around it, the fight scenes in it are also pretty good when they happen. Even though this isn't one of the best fan films of all time by any means, and even though there is its controversy, there are still a few good parts of it. And I think people say it's, oh my god, it's so bad. But that's because it's also going to get... They're not judging like a fan film. They're judging like a film. And when you're watching a film, you can say it's a bad film and not talk about the good parts of it. But these fan films has some good parts, unlike Superman Solar. Dead Heat, enjoy that one. I cannot tell you a single thing that happened in it. I don't remember enjoying it much. I'm tempted to move it down here, which I actually am going to do. I don't remember enjoying the fan film at all. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember liking it. This is, I believe, the Reverse Flash show. Yeah, because Reverse Flash is right there. I believe this is the Reverse Flash. I don't remember if it was a show. Yes, it was a show. This was good. This was actually very good. I remember this. I remember enjoying this thing a lot. Yeah, it deserves to be a good time. It was very solid. A lot of it was good. It had the character. It was very good. Do you copy? I think it goes here, honestly. It was good, but because I have no connection to the game, it wasn't good enough for me, and there were definitely its flaws, and it wasn't as interesting enough for me. So it's not on this level. Like, it's not bad, it's just not very good. Tangled Hero. For me, it personally is around here. I like it, but in my opinion, its Peter is not very good. I think its Mysterio is fine. I think its MJ is fine. I think MJ's in it. Or is it Liz? I don't remember. I remember very little from it, and that's why it's here. Prom Night, on the other hand, is one of the best fan films of all time. I have spoken about Spider-Man Prom Night in so many videos, and you will notice that this is a low-budget fan film. This is so low-budget, and it is on top 4 currently. Above this high-budget, this high-budget, this high-budget, this high-budget, this high-budget, this high-budget. What else? This. It's definitely Lotus. Definitely Superman Solar. Like, it does such a good... The heart of Peter Parker and the heart of these Marvel characters are in this film so much so that you can't love it. It is so good. The plot of it is incredible, and it has such a good hour structure, and it tells such a great plot. I think all the actors in it are very good. I don't think this film really ever slows down. And genuinely, I think it's stupid to say that this isn't a great fan film. I think this fan film is underrated. I think people see that it doesn't look the best, Because I will say, the costuming isn't the highest budget, but I think if you look past the fact that it doesn't look the highest budget, if this fan film is remade in like 10 years, and it's remade by the same people, the same cast, and it just is everything just looking better, then it could be the best fan film of all time by far. And I think I also like this fan film more than most, maybe. In my opinion, it is so good, it tells such a great story, and I don't see how you couldn't put it up here. So yeah, that's where it deserves to be. Spider-Man Morales, mid. I couldn't tell you, I don't remember much from it. It's one of my more recent ones. I don't see where else I could put it. Last Stand, also, I'd say goes over here. I think this is one of the ones I think is on this brink. I think it could be up here. The reason why I think it doesn't go up here, honest. I think I enjoyed it more than most of these, though. So, no. I liked it, I didn't love it, and I think there are good parts of it, but there aren't enough good parts of... Oh, I remember this fan film now. Yes, now I definitely remember it. There are good parts of it, I just don't think there are enough good parts of it to go any higher. Lost Relic. I have beef with this fan film. It's mid. This fan film is like 10 minutes, and it is very well made. I want to make it clear, it is well made. But it is another Star Wars fan film that is just so boring. Like, it is shot so well. It looks so good. And yet, it just isn't that good. Like, it pains me every time I see a Star Wars fan film and it looks good, and it's just not that good. Another example, Bright Star. I'd say this one's a little higher, though. I actually kind of enjoyed this one. But even so, a ton of these Star Wars fan films just don't work for me. And I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I want to make it clear, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And yet, I just don't think all these fan films work very well, and it really pisses me off. Nightwing Rebirth. Nightwing Rebirth is one of the best fan films of all time. If you didn't see me move this up here, it's one of the best fan films of all time. It is so good. It is unbelievably good. It does such a good job telling the Nightwing story. It is 2 hours. It is long, and it does drag a little. It does drag at times, I want to say. But it does not drag enough that I can put it any lower. And I was actually planning going into this review to put it here. But in my opinion, it is not. It is too good to go down there. It is such a great fan film that it deserves to be up here. It really does. It deserves to be up here. The actors in it are very good. I think it has an overall incredible story from start to finish. It does everything great. The costumes are great. Everything about it's so good. Batman Ultimate. We're nearing the end. Good time. I'll say I think I enjoyed this fan film more than most. I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it. I think it goes there. I think that's pretty much where it deserves to be. I think all the costumes look very good. I very much enjoyed Batman in this. Yeah, this was very good. This was very good. Spider-Man Goblin's Last Stand. Another Last Stand. This is an interesting one for me. This is the first fan film, I think. This fan film's from the 90s, and this is the one with, like, the real swinging. This is an iconic fan film in the fan film community. And I think I think it's here, personally. It is good, but I think if I put it up here, it's just nostalgia. I wasn't even alive. I think it's been out longer, almost double than I've been alive. No, that's not true. But this fan film's good. It just isn't that good, and I think the charm of it carries it. Impulse. You are going up to the best fan films of all time. This is another one of those pilot episodes for a fan film that just are so good and have so much heart. I'll say this fan film is just so good. It is shot well. It looks incredible. The running looks very good. It looks like, honestly, if the CW put this out as a canceled pilot, I'd believe it. Like, it is on that level, and I know people joke the CW is bad, but, like, I think the fact that I believe that this is real TV is a compliment for it. And I think it could be better. Like, this is a good CW opening. I very much enjoy this fan film. This fan film does a very good job doing what it has to do. And I'll say, this and Sleepwalker are very similar for me. Like, this and Sleepwalker are pretty much on that same level for me. I'm changing my mind. I'm ranking both these top two tiers. They both deserve it. So, both of these are going to be ranked at the end. Just made the decision. Gordon, mid. Couldn't tell you a single thing that happened. I remember not enjoying it. Vigilance, though, good time. Vigilance is the only Unreal Engine fan film I enjoyed ever. It is actually very interesting. It is very good, and I enjoy all of it. I actually love this fan film personally. This one is just bad. It is 2 minutes, and nothing happens. This is just bad. I don't even know why it's on this list. X-Wing. This is a interesting one for me. People love this fan film. This fan film was very popular for a time. But in my personal opinion, X-Wing, if I double tap it, how did I do that? It's not that good. It looks good, but there isn't much. I don't remember anything about it. I don't remember there being a plot. Even if there was a plot, I think the plot was kind of that they were fighting something. And I think it was good, I just don't think it was that. I don't think it's good enough to be up here. Because these at least have some story, or just are so good. And I think people are going to hate me for putting this here, personally, but the two Percy Jackson things, we're nearing the end. And then we have the Conrad Studios, and then we have Noir Studios. I think I'm going to wrap up with Conrad, personally, so I'm going to move these up. Let's begin with the Percy Jacksons, though. Percy Jackson fan series is so underrated. It's a good time. I don't think it's higher, because it is a web series. It's not like episodes. It's like short scenes recreated. But I think the recreated scenes are actually very good. I think the Percy-Annabeth dynamic is so good. I don't remember much of Grover, but I remember Talia. I remember enjoying Talia a lot. I remember very much enjoying a lot of these episodes. I think they're all very well shot. And I think the actors are clearly putting heart into it. So this is where it deserves to be. Lost Hero web series. This is down here, in my opinion. It was good. It just wasn't on levels as this one. This is, I think, the best Percy Jackson fan film I've seen. And it's so much better than this. This is like a joke compared to it. It's good, it's just not that good. Batman Unchained, I think, goes in this area as well. It was good. I enjoyed it. I just didn't love it. That simple. And this one, I'd say, is a good time. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I'm kind of rushing through these at the end. I'm just very tired. Let's go through Conrad Studios. I've talked about these all in length. So let's just get through these. Voldemort's Ashes. Actually, no, let's go through Mudblood first. Mudblood 1. Good time. Mudblood 2. Decent. In my opinion, Mudblood 2 is not as good as Mudblood 1 or 3. And Mudblood 3, I think, could be one of the best fan films of all time. And I'm very tempted to put it here. But it isn't. And I'm going to talk about Mudblood 3 because I think all three are very similar. I think the editing is very good. But I don't think that Mudblood 3, when I think of the best fan films of all time, I don't think of Mudblood 3. For me personally. I think it's good. I don't think it's one of the best fan films of all time, though. Honestly, though. Actually, I'm starting to think. There was a lot of things I enjoyed in it. I think the editing in it is very good. I think the story, actually, it is one of the best fan films of all time. I was looking at these, and I was like, This is better than Origins. It's better than In Quarantine. It's better than this. It's better than these two. And I think it's good. I think this is one of the best fan films of all time. This convinced me. Like, I looked at it, I was like, this is definitely above these. I love this fan. I think this is another one that I just personally love. But it does such a good job telling the story. Voldemort's Ashes, in my opinion, goes here, and same with Slasherverse. Both of these are good. I just don't think they're up here, personally. Slasherverse has very good moments. I think it could be up here, but I don't think it's that good. And Voldemort's Ashes, I think, could be down here, but it isn't. Because it has some good moments. And yeah, let's look at this. This is a good time, enjoyable while watching with no lasting impact, mid, and bad fan films. Here are all these. These are all very good. I'm pretty much happy with all of these. I think this is a fair tier list. I was very harsh. I put a lot more things in mid than I expected to. But yeah, now let's get up to our top ones. So we're going to be ranking all of these. Let's rank the close perfections first. Then No More is in 1. I think then Voldemort. Then Back to Basics, then Quarantine, then Flash Season 3. I think that's good. Yeah. Now for a more challenging one, this one. I'm gonna just move the one in first to first. This is the best one. Sister Fast Black. This is by far the best. No doubt about it. Second, I want to put prominent, in my opinion, then Sleepwalker, then Impulse. Web of Spider-Man's better than that. And that? No. Yeah. But Web of Spider-Man's like this. This is how I think it should be. No. Nightwing Rebirth's better than this. And is Impulse better than Sleepwalker? I want to say no. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, I think. Or is it? Alright. Is it? Is it better? I'm really debating this. No, it isn't. Yeah. That's all I have to say. This is my tier list. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.